You are now listening to Between Us Girls, the podcast, where we discuss life's fuckeries and then some over wine.
To our show. This is Michelle,
Danielle,
and Jen.
And this is
Between Us Girls.
If you're tuning in for the first time, we want to say thank you. And you can always find us on social media, Instagram, Between Us Girls Podcast, Facebook, Between Us Girls The Podcast, Twitter, @Girl Talking Wine. And you can listen to our show on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and any other podcast listening app. Our fan of the week this week is our scriptwriter, PR guru, Jen Ikioba.
Woo, 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 woo. Hey, Jen. We love you.
Jen.
Yes, thank you so much for your support. And I want to point out that she is the host of an upcoming event that we will be guest judging a painting contest.
Judge so hard.
Judge these
Right.
nuts. Oh, no, never mind.
I mean, like, I am sharpening all of my painting skills that I don't have. I'm going to be like, this shit is ugly. You don't win.
I don't think. Are we supposed to be doing that?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. So
harsh.
if you were looking for tickets to this event, you can go to our website, betweenusgirlspodcast.com, and look in the news and events section. Danielle, I know you had something you wanted to say about our Patreon.
Yes, if you want to support us, please do so at patreon.com/betweenusgirls. Though the sky is the limit.
And the church says amen.
We consider any contribution a blessing.
Yes.
Please throw your $5 in the hat.
Michelle is going to make it dance.
Buttons of ain't got dance.
She's going to twerk for those dollars.
No.
No?
I'm just going to be like, thanks. Okay, so recently in our group, we had a few things that kind of happened. And we're going to bring those into our show panel topics. But before we do that, we need to talk about what we're sipping on.
So we're sipping on Chenin Blanc by
Chenin
Blanc.
Chenin Blanc. Vouvray.
She'll let Siri
Pierre Archambault.
Okay.
I have no fucking
You know what?
idea.
Who made
We'll
this
have a
shit?
picture for
know.
y'all.
Who made it? Pierre Archin what?
Vouvray. Vouvray.
All right. So
Okay.
first of all, we want to apologize for butchering the name of your wine.
I feel like that's how you say it, though.
You felt the same way about
Vouvray.
Chenin.
I'm gonna continue to say it like that too. No. So the vintage is 2015. Where's the alcohol content? Oh, it's 12% alcohol by volume. And so we're going to rate this on appearance, taste, aroma, body, and finish on a scale of 0 to 25. And we're going to let you know how it fares at the end of the episode.
Okay. I'm still laughing at Vouvray.
It sounds like Bobby Boucher.
It does.
Danielle Vouvray.
Oh, my God.
Okay, so our topics today are good men and women. Is that a thing, given everyone's preference varies? And dating while broke. Should you do this or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, a lot happened this last week in our group. Last weekend, I was just scrolling the news feed.
On your daily, just doing your daily
Yeah,
thing.
I was just like,
You wake up in the morning, like, oh, let me
7
check
o'clock,
Facebook.
asking,
Let me
yeah.
just get on Facebook.
Let me see what's going on.
Let me see, what's happening in Facebook land.
In the online world.
And I noticed that I had a member add request to our group. And it was a guy. I looked at his page. He's from Pakistan. And I said, you know what? I feel good about this one. I'm going to hit add.
Never mind the fact that his cover photo is with,
never mind
an
all
army
that.
picture. Like, guys are holding machine
Can
guns.
I would like to confess that I leave
okay.
all of those for Michelle.
I was like, you know what? This is totally legit.
This
He's
is
cool.
good. This is good stuff. He's going to add great content to the show.
No, I kind of thought he would just do like most people and just come in and not say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, about 15 minutes later, I see a post that says, hey guys, new to the group, looking for marriage. Giggle face, heart's eyes face.
What in the... Okay,
So-
I missed that.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God. It was epic.
So I go on the post and I said, you've joined this group to find a wife. Are you a spam bot? So he didn't respond, but everybody showed up and they're like, oh my God, what's going on? And we had like a series of jokes. You know how we do.
You actually bypassed the most important detail.
Which was what?
When you inboxed me and was like,
Oh.
should I delete this? And I said, no.
I was like,
This
what
is
the
about
fuck?
to be, let me go and comment. This is about to be fucking epic.
I just didn't know. I was like, Danielle, should we leave this or what? Like, this is crazy.
Leave it up.
So after a series of jokes, we established that Between Us Girls was going to help this guy find a wife. Because that's what he was looking for.
In Pakistan.
No, he wants an American wife.
But he's in Pakistan.
Basically, what he wants is to come here, quote unquote, legally.
Oh.
He wants to marry someone and come here.
My first question was, how much
money do you
got?
have? And that leads me to the next point. One of the things he said to me when I said, oh, okay, well, we'll find somebody. He said, I am not so rich.
First mistake.
Right. So it kind of brought me to
the wrong answer.
Right. So it brought me to a similar question that we're going to talk about today, and that is, should you date while you're broke? Jen, you sound like you burned your foot. You okay?
So, my thing with that is, no.
Just no.
I thought she was going to be like profound as fuck. No.
Well, this is okay. So it really depends on the kind of woman or man that you're looking for. If you are trying to date a woman that takes care of herself, that goes to brunch every single weekend, that goes to restaurants where you're paying more than $50 per plate, and you're broke, best bet is not to date her.
You're aiming too high.
Right, exactly.
What
so
do I always say?
no, that would be my no. If you find a woman that likes to go, Chili's, wherever it is.
Ain't nothing wrong with Chili's.
No, it's nothing wrong with Chili's.
That
But
2
I'm
for
saying,
$20 goes hard.
okay, it does. So, but my thing is that I think you really have to date. And it sounds kind of stupid, but you really have to date within your means.
Yeah, on your level. I
I
mean,
don't think that's stupid, though.
remember,
Yeah,
I think it was, who was that? I think it was Sharonda said, maybe that was Tiffany, said, if you don't have any money, you need to be dating somebody who's like at TSU.
Yeah, you need to
and
get
just
your
take
college
that bitch
girl
to Wendy's or something.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you need to date somebody that's on your level that don't have any money as you as well. But okay, so I feel like, if you're broke, and I mean broke is relative, right?
Yeah,
I mean, because my level of broke may not be your level of broke, but whatever.
Right.
If you're like hard for cash or whatever, and you still want companionship, or it might not even be companionship, you just want to just hang out with somebody and get to know them or whatever. Like, my thing is that you need to be like completely upfront with your situation. This is some free fucking
I live
game.
at the Star of Hope.
Really?
Like, this is some
And
free,
I stand outside.
I am
No,
very particular
regularly.
about telling people what I make and what I don't
No,
make.
see, like, okay, so that's not what I'm saying. Like,
Okay.
So this is the free motherfucking game right here. Like,
And she's saying this shit like she finna give out the law.
hell yeah, this is on some motherfucking pimp shit.
Okay.
Like, you need to figure out how to word your shit. Like, you need to be a motherfucking linguistic in this motherfucker. With
This fool said you need to know how to work your
yeah, because like Exactly. You need to learn how to word it because, I mean, to come to a woman and be like, you know what? I ain't really got no money. I ain't really got no time. I don't have much to offer you. What the fuck I need you for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to spin that shit.
So how would you do that? Tell us how he should say it.
You should be like, hey, I have...
I'm sorry. I'm already about to laugh.
How do you spin that around?
I know it's about to be some bullshit.
When you say...
That's pretty much what it comes down to.
It's straight bullshit. It's a straight bullshit. But, I mean, like, you have to say it in a way like, hey, I'm available on XYZ days. This is what I'm available to do. Do you want to do this with me? If you don't, I mean, it's cool.
Baby,
this is what
I'm going to go to the park and walk around the track.
Even if I'm going to go to the
available?
Park, like, this is what I have to offer you. Either you on board or you fucking not on board. And
so if he asks you to the park every single week and not nowhere else, you're okay with that?
No, I'm not okay with that. Okay. That's not me, but I'm just saying, like, if that's what your situation is and that's all you have to offer, like, put that shit out front. Like, this is what I have to offer you. Either you're going to be on motherfucking board or you're not going to be on board. Like, you give somebody else the option. Like, you don't sort of like
manipulate them into falling into the relationship with you.
Right. And exactly. And you don't string them along like that. Just say, hey, this is what my situation is.
Do it. I saw something recently.
But somebody will be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing about it.
I saw something recently where I think it was one of our friends actually who said that every time the guy asked her to do something, he would flip it around right before the date to be something like free.
Right.
And that is bullshit.
It is. That's bullshit.
I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It is because, first of all, I'm dressed to go to a place.
Right. You have me thinking one thing.
Right. Okay, so let me talk about this one date that I had.
Mm-hmm.
I met the guy. This was like so many years ago, but I met the guy, and he was like, "I'm going to take you to the Blue Door." He was going to take me to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Wait,
so
is that like the porn? Is that the?
I don't know.
Not porn. Is it the kissing?
That was
place?
in Sugarland.
No, that was
no.
Okay, so I'm sorry. Let's move on.
Marvelous.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Okay, so
that's the place that when you kind of get down and dirty in. Okay, all right, let's move on.
How you know?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, but that wasn't the place. Well, maybe that was the place. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we didn't go there.
So he's gonna have sex at a restaurant. Okay.
Well, I didn't know what it was. He didn't call it what it was. He called it something else.
Yeah.
So he picks me up. We proceed to drive around in his car for an hour and probably 15 to 20 minutes while he smoked a blunt. This was the real date.
Did you smoke with him?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just
so
looked
you
at
were
him.
just looking at him from the corner of your eye.
No, but I don't smoke like that.
I know.
So to me, it was fucked up because this is not the motherfucking me Blue Door. Okay. I put on my clothes for this shit. I could have wore yoga pants.
Don't have me get dressed up.
Don't have me spend my time standing in a motherfucking mirror.
Right.
And we driving around in the car and you getting blowed. Because I can do this in sweatpants and Uggs.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
In the whole outfit.
Yep,
so,
pretty much.
Then after he drove around for I don't know how long, he takes me to, gosh, where did we go? Crescent City.
Wait, this must have been a really long time ago because you're riding around with somebody else.
Yeah, well, he picked me up. It was a date.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, normal, like, you meet. Like, you don't necessarily get in a car with anybody else.
Well, we met somewhere, and I got in the car with him.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. Continue with the story.
Okay. It was a long time ago, though. Michaela was, like, not even a thought.
Okay. All right.
So, after we drove around and he smoked, and he played Usher the whole time. Okay.
What in the entire fuck?
I remember Groupie was the song that he kept putting on. It was like on repeat. And he was stoned, so he was like in the zone. And I was just looking out the window like, I want to kill myself. I'm about to open the door right here.
You can't even like just get out and call an Uber because Uber was not even
Uber didn't even exist. So he took me to, I think it was Crescent City Beignets, right? Mm-hmm. Which is also not like a legit restaurant. Like it's good, but it's like a little cafe.
Right.
You know? So I asked him to go get me a fork. And his face was fucked up. And then here's the kicker. When he asked me what I wanted to drink, He was like, "Do you drink Sprite?" The nigga was stealing soda.
Oh my god!
He was stealing soda. So like,
up.
so you're stealing. First of all, you're stealing soda. Then you didn't take me to do shit, and you're stealing soda. And you crunk about
So
the fact that
did you
I'm gonna
say
drink
something?
Sprite. No, I just never talked to him again.
But did you realize what he was doing though? Like, did you really understand that he was broke?
No.
You
At the
didn't
time,
see
I
it like
didn't.
that, right?
At the time, you're just like upset about that the date is going a different
Yeah,
path
but
than
it
what
was
you
such a bullshit.
anticipated, right?
But I still never spoke to him again. It wasn't like
Yeah.
I was like,
I want to talk to him.
oh,
again.
you know, I'm okay with this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like just please don't do that. But it's really interesting because you can do things that don't require money. Like you don't have to make up stories about going to these extravagant places. Like there are dates that are free. And like Danielle said, if you just come clean and say, "Hey, I don't have a lot, but I'd love to take you to do something."
Would you date someone like that though? I would.
I
not.
mean, I don't know.
I wouldn't date anybody like that, but would I like have a fling?
Oh my god.
Absolutely. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna take you seriously. Like, you're not in a serious category. Like, you're somebody that I can go hang out with and have fun with, and we do whatever it is.
So basically, hit it and quit it.
I mean, it don't even necessarily mean quit it. Like, I mean,
I
If
mean,
it's good,
hit
like,
it and
why
just
would
go to the park. Like, it's fine.
why wouldn't you? If you have sex with somebody and it's good, why wouldn't you continue? Like, why does it need to turn into something else?
But why do you have to have sex with somebody who's taking you to the park for the free?
I mean, why not? You know what I mean? Like, why is that a big deal? Like, you know, if I want to spend time with you and our time is at the park, and I also want to have sex with you, I also want to go
But
next
why
to
are
we
you
have
taking
sex
them
at the park?
seriously if you're going to
No?
do all this
Okay.
with them?
Why do I need to take him seriously? Like, one,
That's not what I'm saying.
no, because you're in this category. You're in this category of where I can have sex with you, I can hang out with you, we can chill.
But we're
or
talking
whatever.
about dating,
Right. And
so dating has to have a purpose. You're dating someone to go into a relationship with them.
Not
And-
necessarily.
Well, what I'm saying is that I'm not going to date this individual. I would have a fling with this individual.
Hang
like, I
out.
don't want anything serious with him.
because he
what is
doesn't have the money.
Exclusively talk with this guy?
Yes, I would exclusively talk. Like, and exclusive is like,
Please define what exclusive means.
I mean, at the moment is what exclusive means. Like, I'm talking to you in this moment exclusively. You're not talking to anybody else right now.
But I think this is why guys lie, though. I think what you're talking about is exactly why men lie, because they feel like, you know, they can't move forward in relationships if they don't have enough money or they don't feel, you know, qualified to be in that category because they don't have enough. Like YM was saying. He's like, look, I want a wife.
Who?
The guy in our Facebook group, YM, that's his name.
But he's like, I don't have a lot of money. And I thought that was so weird that that's what he led with.
Because you need money to take care of your wife.
Yes.
So if you don't have money,
But I thought he had enough money because he's asking for a wife is what I thought. Like my initial
no,
thought
he's
was that he
asking
had
for a wife
enough.
to come to the United States. Like,
For
let's
real.
let's
But see,
like,
at first I didn't know that. At first I thought he really would just wanted a wife.
No.
But remember he sent me those voice messages and I was like, this fool here. And that was when I decided that I cannot help him because I don't want to go to federal prison. I'm not trying to go to federal prison.
he sent voice messages through Facebook.
Talking
yeah.
about any U.S. girl.
any U.S. girl would do. Like,
He's probably like working in the call center.
Child, I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to prison.
First of all, I'm not fucking with YM. I feel like YM would like fuck my whole goddamn life up. I'm not supposed to play with him and goddamn ISIS.
You know, you notice he changed his cover photo.
Did
I
he?
just saw that,
I didn't see that.
because I made friends with him on Facebook because he was like he acts like he's so depressed, but like I'm still not going to federal prison for him. You know what I'm saying? Like we can
No.
be Facebook friends, but like I will not go out and seek a wife for you because I'm not going to prison
Because
You know
it's
what I'm
against the
saying?
law.
So-
I don't know, but I mean, I think that if you don't have money, I think that your focus needs to be on making
your money.
Yeah, you making your life secure in whatever way that means for you.
And that's why women are constantly getting dicked around, because men are like, I sort of want to date somebody, but I also need to focus on securing myself.
Right, and what I'm saying is that, you know, that your focus should be on making yourself right. But if you want to have like some type of companionship, because I mean, I think that it's natural for you to say, hey, I want somebody that I can call at midnight or whatever and say,
so maybe
hey,
there needs to be an agreement.
It maybe
I'm sorry,
it's
natural to call somebody up at midnight.
to be not to call somebody up at midnight, but to have the ability to call somebody and say, hey, this is what I'm feeling right now and I need to talk. Like it's natural to want to have that person that you can open up to and talk to, you know. But as far as the context of that relationship being
serious or not
being serious,
yeah,
like I think that's where the not mishap, I guess,
disconnect.
I don't know, disconnect is, because like, one, we're operating from the assumption that all women want a relationship, which we all know that's not to be true.
Right.
So, I mean, from a guy's perspective, which I'm completely assuming right here, and guys, you can write in and say, you know, if I'm full of shit or whatever. But from a guy's perspective, you know, they don't necessarily know if that's what you want, and they sort of just think about what it is that they want.
Or what they need to say because they think that the woman wants a relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
but
yeah.
you know what, though? Like, even assuming that a woman doesn't want a relationship, that's what makes a woman think you want a relationship. Calling at midnight, trying to be emotional and shit.
I just need somebody to talk to. Why the fuck we gotta be like, we go together because I call you at midnight?
Because if you're just fucking, why would you? I think for a lot of women, if
It's
we're
not just fucking, it's a relationship. We talk. We're friends.
Friends with
We're
benefits?
exclusively motherfucking friends.
Exclusively.
Like, why we can't get past this? We friends.
I just turned off my mic.
Your own microphone.
I don't see how being broke and dating just go. It just doesn't. Like, I'm not comfortable if I'm broke. If I don't have any money, I feel like I'm locked up in a closet because it's just. How
But you're
can
not
you go,
supposed to be spending all the money either, though.
But do you still want male companionship if you don't have any money?
Honestly, if I get to that point where I have absolutely no money and I can't enjoy myself outside of the regular life that I have, like go out or something, I don't think about who am I going to meet. My mind is on where's my money go? Where am I going to get my money
I
from?
still want to have sex, so I don't give a fuck what my money look like.
Nasty ass. Whatever.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, if I'm gonna be real about it,
I can't
you know,
even
like,
concentrate on that. I'm going to be really honest.
I mean, it may not
can't.
be something that you can concentrate on, but I mean, sex is just
She's
something.
like, I mean, she's like, you don't even have to be there. All you have to do is
Do you just
bring
want
your
it or not?
ass.
Yeah,
Let
just
your
want-
ass be in the room.
you can lay there.
Danielle is on a different plane, Jen. She's on some
Damn.
different shit.
I
Okay,
see.
I mean,
So let's
you
talk
can be asleep
about.
for all I care.
She's like, I'm going to wake you up.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
I just feel so.
She's like, I feel violated.
I do. I feel violated. I feel concerned. I feel concerned, and I feel like we might need to have a legit intervention because she's like, I mean,
Like,
I still
just lay there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're broke or not. Just lay there.
Yeah, because you still need to get that release in, Jen. Because like that's what you need to be focused on. You don't need to be worried about whether or not.
You got to rub it out.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is that she's a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. For us, that security is so important.
Yes.
You almost can't do shit else.
No,
You
cannot.
can't do
like
nothing
our
else.
head is wrapped around the money. How is it going to
Yeah.
get paid?
No,
Who's
I
gonna
am
do it?
very money motivated. Like, if my money is not right,
You still gonna fuck. So
however, I compartmentalize. So, I mean, I think that may be the difference.
that's the only
between-
compartment. There's only money. There's only money. Like if you don't have money, your ass
You're right.
dead. You dead.
Absolutely right.
That's it. Like, let me have less than what I feel like I should have. You don't talk to me because you might get your feelings hurt because I don't have enough money.
I still have this other need over here. This shit needs to be attended to. Like,
Ain't no other needs. Where is my money?
Where's my money? That's all that matters.
Like that guy on I'm Gonna Get You Sucker with the fish shoes.
Shut up.
That's me. Not some, not half. All my cash.
Oh.
All of it.
Absolutely.
Okay. So let's move on to good men and women. So we did have a post this last week in the group about that too. And actually YM said something in broken English.
Shut up.
He did. He commented on the post and he was like, maybe, I'm not going to do it. Anyway.
I'm trying to do his voice.
I was going to.
First of all, how did he find us?
I don't know.
I don't really know how anybody finds us, but
Yeah.
I mean, I'm grateful for everybody that finds us and joins our community. We love you.
We are a family like a giant tree. Okay. So, what is a good man? What's a good woman? Like, is that a real thing, or is it just like, you know what? I feel like it's the badge of the bitter sometimes.
Badge of the bitter.
Oh, I'm a good man, and you bitches don't want me. And
God.
Oh, like my inbox?
you similar to your inbox. You know what I mean? Like I don't like you. Like, you could be a good man for somebody, but for me, you just an extra regular ass motherfucker, and I don't like you. So, like, do you think there's such a thing really as being a good man or good woman, or if it's like?
I think there's, well, maybe not for everybody, but to me, I think that there's always a standard or something that's always the same with every person that you see as the good man or the good woman. You know, most people want someone that's loyal, that is going to be your companion, is going to be your partner, is going to listen, and is going to be there for you. That's usually the same thing for everybody. If you ask everyone, that's what they want. Mm-hmm. Now, of course, you have some that want different things, but I think that's the base of what everyone considers a good woman and a good man. Now, it might be different for other people as far as like the good man for me. I'm not saying me specifically, but for a woman, you know, they want that. They want the base, but they also want, hey, you got to make, you know,
Certain salary.
You got to have this position. You have to want to travel a lot. So it changes for everyone. And I also think it changes as you age and you get older. I do believe that a lot of it changes as well. You know, what I may have liked when I was 20, I don't like now.
You know, that's interesting that you brought that up, because I was talking to my mom today about my dad. And she was just talking about some of the things that, you know, I kind of, as they grew older and their relationship got older, that started to turn her off about him. But it was really the same stuff
that he'd
always done.
Yeah.
But it was like she had kind of grown to want more from him. She expected more from him, but he was kind of in the same.
But was that expectation always there, though?
No, I think it came later for her. After we were born.
I think that's kind of when you are on, like, at one point you're on the same frequency, and then one person, you know, elevates to another frequency, and then it's like, why am I still dealing with something that's down here?
Right.
So
You know, because I've moved up and he's here, and now this shit that I'm no longer like on.
I'm not about to tolerate this.
I'm not on this
shit
no more. Now this shit irritates the absolute fuck out of me, because when I was there, it was okay. But so since now I'm not in that space anymore, I'm on this higher frequency level, it's an issue.
I actually have a friend. I just talked to a friend about this because, you know, she's a business owner. Her mindset is a little bit different from the guy that she's been dealing with. And she loves him and she wants to be with him, but as far as how they think, you know, as far as money and where they want to be in the next 5-10 years, he's very complacent where he's at. You know, he likes his oil job, which is, you know, there's nothing wrong with it, you know, just being out in the field. But she is into growing this business that she has going on, and she finds it at this point. She's thinking and she's like, you know, I'm at this level right now, and he's down here. How can I get him to my level? And that's really hard if they don't have
She
that.
might not be able
She's
to
not.
get him.
Right, exactly. And I sometimes I talk to her about it, and I'm like, I think she doesn't want to leave him, but like I tell her, I said, you really have to think about how are y'all going to be in the next 10 years? Is he still going to be stuck down here, and you're going to be all the way up here, and you're going to be like, why did I even get with him?
Right.
Because there's never been a change.
Is that because from a financial standpoint of her, like seeing her business or the potential of her business to grow and her being able to make more money and him still down here? Like, I'm trying to understand.
Well, her
or
thought
is it the
more.
mindset?
Yes.
Okay.
Her is more as the mindset, because I think the issue comes with her being so busy. He doesn't seem to understand that. You know, do
they live together or no?
No, they don't.
Okay.
They don't. So to her, it's like, I'm always on the go. I always have something to do. And he has just this one job.
That sounds like a serious strain on a relationship, just simply because you're at two different places at one time,
right?
You know, and just even trying to grow a business is within the constraints of a relationship.
Yeah,
that's very difficult because you're having to try and juggle that time,
right? Exactly.
Away, or
and
whatever.
Then I think it's harder to do when someone is not at the same level as you are.
But does she want him to participate in the growth of her business, or does she want him to have his own business? Like, I'm confused about this.
I mean, she can't make him want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, no, it's not about being an entrepreneur. It's the partnership. Are you going to be there on those nights? Are you going to be okay with me not being able to see you as often because I have all this going on? She's not worried about the money.
Well, has he made any statements saying that he has a problem with her being busy or anything like
I think he's made a few comments here and there about
he just needs to learn how to be Steadman. Like, you know.
For real, shut up and deal with it.
It's just like, no, like if you're not going to try and be this with me, then just be right here and be the strong,
supportive,
the strong
and
support
I think that's
system
her
of Steadman.
Issue, that she's
be
not
the strong,
getting
supportive wife that you know.
I know, right?
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But I will say that people don't really change. I think, like Danielle said, I think we can reach a higher frequency. We'll still be our same self, but we want more. But the person that doesn't move frequencies or stays the same, like that's the way they're always going to be. So that's what you have to remember when you get into a relationship with somebody. They're not going to change. They're always going to be that same person at their core.
And I also don't think that that's just like strictly for romantic relationships. I mean, that goes along with friendships as well, because I mean it's kind of a reason why you see like sort of friends sort of like grow apart, right? Because like, you know, you're going in one direction, they're going in another, and you just don't meet up in the middle anymore. You know, because you're on different frequencies,
right?
I agree.
But to go back to the topic of what a good man or a woman is, I mean, it's all relative.
Yeah.
To what you desire. I mean, I think like to the point that Jen was making, that there are certain character traits that everyone sort of looks for. Like everybody wants something that wants somebody that can make them laugh or gets their sense of humor or is faithful to them and that they can depend on. Like those are strong character traits that pretty much everybody looks for. And the differences come in between like the level of interest. You know, like, is this person going to go hiking with me on the weekend? Right. You know, like I like to do. Or are they going to sit in a movie theater with me all day because I like to go and I like to movie hop. You know, I want to go do this Scooby and Shaggy, as one of my exes used to say, and see like 3 movies in one day. I don't know why he used to call it that, but
because they would do that.
They would do that. Okay,
because I around the theater.
They would do that.
You ever seen that? They were like in and out.
They were in and out the movie theater.
And
I will legit say that I probably didn't. I watched Scooby, but I did not like all the way watch it.
Oh,
like,
I did.
Scooby Dooby Doo. Where are you?
You just had to get one in. You just had to get one in.
No, was coming
up. But oh my god,
totally lost it right there.
Damn
you, Michelle.
Sorry.
So, like, I mean, if we're going to sit here and just entertain what a good man or woman is, I mean, obviously, it's somebody that is interested in you. right? Like
Number
we gonna
one.
start from like a basic fucking level, right?
You know, but if that's the one thing, right? It's not all of it because it can be all of it.
No,
because
no,
if
it
was
can't be
all-
all
but
of it.
it's part of the base.
It's
part of
like
it.
on the basic level, like this person who you consider to be a good man or woman for you is interested in you. Like they like you and they get all of your little quirks, like the little
they're open to them at least,
or at least open to it, right? Like they don't like
they're not judging you or going, ugh, I hate it when you
right
randomly sing songs.
right, and they really that's where we're gonna go with that.
People randomly. That's one of my quirks.
Yeah, it is. Like out of the blue, you just
So when
start
you're
singing
arguing, I know I was gonna say. So when y'all start arguing, do you just sing?
She's like, motherfucker, I told you.
No. And I don't say motherfucker.
But
I only talk to y'all like that.
oh, okay. Thanks.
Thanks.
He's special.
Aw.
Aww.
So you showed me your true self.
Yeah, exactly. Or she comes and takes it out on us.
Yeah, because you take your shit out on us. That's how,
I
I
can't do
just
it
don't-
at
I
home,
just
so I'm
don't
gonna come
wanna-
over here.
you don't have that. You don't have that need for that in that relationship.
No, I don't.
go
Yeah.
out. Like you go off on me on a daily basis, but you don't have the need to go off on him because he doesn't present anything up.
Right.
Right.
He doesn't make
I'm
me
fucking saving you right now. I just
But I was about to tell you. Never. I'm not going to go into it, but he doesn't make me feel the way you do.
right the irritation.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Okay. Anyway, but this is what I was going to say about the go finish.
No, you can go ahead. Go ahead.
No, y'all think you guys were going on.
No, I was just going to say like somebody that supports you. They inspire you. You feel like you can trust them. They make you feel like you're beautiful. Like those are sort of the things that you would make you want to say this person is a good man or a good woman.
Okay.
Like that's all I was going to say about that.
So if you decide that person is like before you get into the relationship, if you decide that person isn't for you, does that make them not good?
Absolutely, that person ain't shit.
Okay.
That person is a fuckboy, right?
Oh my god, dude, we didn't have that conversation about what a fuckboy was.
I'm joking, but yeah.
No, and I don't
Seriously, a fuckboy is not someone that we just don't think that they're not good for us. There really is people that just fall
Ain't
under
shit.
that category. Yeah, that fall under the category that aren't shit, and those are the fuckboys. And
And it's not even what we defined the last time when we talked about dating. Like when I say fuck boy, I'm talking about somebody who just really
and got
treats people
shit
like
going
garbage.
on.
Like they treat you like shit, and they're also leading you on. They're trying to make you believe something.
Right.
But on the opposite end of that, you are allowing this person to lead you there. So it's like you cannot because you can see it.
Yeah.
So you cannot completely blame this individual or put that label on this individual that he's a fuckboy when you allowed this whole situation to happen. So either you're too motherfucking dumb to see this shit, and maybe you need to sit the fuck out the dating game right now. Or like you just really, you're just basic as fuck. Let's just go there.
You know, whenever I first said the term fuckboy, it wasn't even romantically related. Like my sister and I were talking about my brother-in-law's friends, and we were like just talking, and she was like, he always want to be with his fuckboy ass friends. So these are not people that she would even be romantically inclined to.
So what does
Just-
she define fuckboy as?
Fucking off, fucking around, not doing anything real with themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Ain't
So,
shit.
right. So that is a fuckboy to me.
Yeah.
To me, a fuckboy doesn't even have anything to really do with dating.
Right.
It's
someone
somebody
that's-
who doesn't want to elevate themselves.
Exactly.
Right.
So, but I just think that, like I said before, people who are always upset and saying, y'all never want to talk to a good man, or you might not be good to the person who rejected you.
Oh, I really fucking hate it when dudes say that shit. Like, that shit is so fucking annoying. Like, I really wish you would stop, like, today.
It's contrived and it's tired, and stop it.
Yeah, please. Like, because first of all, if you got to convince somebody that you're good,
then you ain't shit.
like, your ass is not motherfucking good because I can already see that you good. Like, you don't even have to open your mouth. I can feel your energy. Your energy
But it
could
comes
tell
out
me.
of bitterness.
That's what I
Yeah,
was
that's what
saying.
you said. Like,
Like,
it's extremely bitter. Like, you don't need to tell me that you're good. I can see that shit on your fucking face.
I mean, and it's no
like-
different than a woman saying the same thing.
Right.
Oh, men always want to date women who
No,
do
your
this and
pussy
this,
is
or
fucking trash, bitch.
treat
Stop.
them like shit, and this and that.
Danielle is fucking retarded.
She is. But they don't want a woman who gonna cook for them every day. And
Ain't
this
nobody
and that. But
cooking.
the thing is that what you don't realize is that what you're giving off is neediness.
Right.
Because the woman who you think is treating them like shit isn't actually treating the man like shit. They're just not bending over backwards for them.
Right. You're giving off completely negative vibes on both ends.
Right.
Right.
And she's not gonna want to do for you.
Ain't nobody doing shit for you.
She don't get tired of that shit. So anyway,
Unless you got like a huge dick.
Danielle
that
is
moves
always
you, is that-
talking about
Damn.
fucking.
So this is what we always get to, the big dicks.
Yeah, pretty much so.
What movie
Let
was
it
I
hang.
watching the other day that said broke dicks are the devil?
See, I don't have nothing to do with this. I just wanted to put that out there.
I forgot what I was watching.
let's wrap
Oh, D-Ray. He said...
I don't
said-
fuck with D-Ray. He got
oh
two
my
women
God,
at
he
home.
was amazing, though. He was great because he said broke dicks are the devil.
He also
said-
has two women at home.
What?
He needs to be quiet. He's living like every man's fantasy. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, so how'd y'all like this wine?
I liked it a lot. It was really good.
She said, I like it a lot.
I like it. I like it a
I like it
lot.
a
I
lot.
like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Me gusta
Oh,
mucho.
my God.
Actually, it's really good. I do like it.
It has
It's
a
a,
bit of a
it's
sweetness.
sweet.
Mhm.
It's too sweet to me.
It's too sweet.
Yeah, I don't like too
You know,
sweet.
it is kind of sweet.
Well,
It's
it has-
almost like
what
it's
did you
trying to
say
be
it had?
sweet really hard, but it's also like tart.
It's sweet. Yeah, it's tart and it has a really dry finish.
It's a Sour
No,
Patch.
it does have a dry finish.
They
I
need to
do
call
like
this
that.
motherfucker Sour Patch.
Sour
Sour
Patch
Patch.
Kids. Yeah.
So say the name of the wine again, Danielle. Okay,
Shannon.
Shanine. Shanine Blanc.
Fuck it. Shit.
But what
PR Archibald.
balls? What?
Balls deep.
I'm talking about balls. Okay, Vouvray. Vouvray.
Bobby Boucher.
Appellation, Vouvray, some other wild French shit. Okay.
We'll have a picture up for y'all so y'all can see the wine.
Yeah, and you can
'Cause
see
we
why
don't know
we
how to
wouldn't-
pronounce
didn't know
the
how to
shit.
say this shit. When you look at it, you're going to be like, oh, no, I don't know how to say that either.
But it's really, I actually really like it. Like,
I like it, but it's just too sweet for me.
I will give this one a 25.
Really?
I will.
You
Like,
never give anyone a 25.
Yeah, she does.
I did. The buttercream.
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 But see,
I drink.
that was another one that you were like, this is my favorite. I keep it in my purse.
I know, right?
Under my bed, in the
I
closet,
do. I was
in the
drinking-
car.
She's like, you need buttercream? Hold on.
I know. I remember when I first got it out. I had messaged you. I was like, "Oh my god, this one."
I know. And
So
when I
I
first
really-
tasted it, I was like, see, I don't know what Danielle's talking about because this is okay.
Oh,
to
but you know
me.
what? It wasn't. Did you buy it or did you taste it on the show first?
No, I
You
had
did?
bought it. Remember, it froze.
Oh yeah.
Um,
It was so good, ice cold to me. Like it was so good.
I do. I like buttercream, but
The
buttercream
buttercream?
is not that sweet though.
Yeah, no, it was not that sweet.
Exactly, it's
It was
not as
that
sweet as it's
you
not.
had it, the one that we're showing. Did you
Yeah,
want
the one.
Yeah,
we had.
yeah. 'cause
Oh,
it's
yeah,
on with-
yeah. It's
Oh
not
my
tart.
God.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a 20, only because I didn't really like that Sour Patch thing going on. Because I felt like I was ready for it to be sweet, and I was like, yeah, and I was like, fuck, you know, like I just wasn't ready for the tart to come in and be like, fuck that sweet shit, and that's how I felt about it.
I really like that part though.
You did?
I did.
Okay, it was like you, huh? Like,
It is.
fuck that sweet shit. Rake everything off the fucking table.
Pretty much so.
Yeah.
But I really love Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah.
Like that's like my favorite candy. That and Reese's. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, Jenny rated it.
I probably would give it like a 23. Can I say 23? Because last time you got mad when I said 24.
I just laughed.
I know,
You can say whatever you want to
but
say.
it's just too sweet for me. I don't like too sweet. I like a little bit of sweetness. I love the buttercream one. It's really good. This one here is just a little bit too sweet for me, and I don't. But everything else was fine. I like the dryness at the end. I like the little. I know you
It's
don't.
really
Michelle.
light.
No, it was just really weird to me that you could taste the sweetness that much, because before I could get to the full sweetness, it tasted tart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could taste the sweet on there.
Like I couldn't get happy with the sweet.
Oh my god.
Couldn't get there.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to this episode of Between Us Girls. Like Danielle said before, you can always go to our Patreon and support us. And while the sky is the limit, any contribution is appreciated.
Thank you for that.
Yes. And you can listen to our show on SoundCloud, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher Radio, and a host of other podcast listening apps. On social media, Facebook, Between Us Girls, the podcast. Instagram, Between Us Girls Podcast. Twitter, @Girl Talkin' Wine. And don't forget to join our Facebook group. And leave us a review on iTunes. And with that, I leave you to Danielle, who will send us off.
Into space. Okay.
Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Between Us Girls. But don't keep it a secret. Listen and share with everyone you know. See you next week.